What's up, JPC gang? Welcome back to another episode of Jam Packed Cooking. That's right, it's your boy Chef Ray, Mr. Money. We going down to New Orleans, baby. We're going to go check out what I like to call the soup of the South. South of Louisiana, that is, man. We gotta go get the gumbo. This dish is all about building flavorification to the max. Building flavor. We're gonna get into all that. Welcome back. This is another episode of Jam Packed Cooking. Let's eat. 73. Let's go, baby. What's up, gang? What's up, water? What's up, baby? I'm finna show y'all how to build a gumbo. Deliciousification. This dish is all about the flavors, building of the flavors, the Holy Trinity. Amen? Amen. We're gonna start with the Holy Trinity. These bell peppers, these onions, and some celery. Put them all together. They're better known as the Holy Trinity. Don't ask me why. Somebody tell me that in the description. This dish represents Louisiana as a whole. The African descent, the French, Native Americans. This is a stew pot of love, baby. We're gonna chop some veggies. Start with the onion. You wanna dice these veggies up. We want to keep them about the same size. We don't want nothing too ununiform because we're going to have to cook them down and, you know, get them translucent a little bit. And they definitely going to be present in the dish. Y'all done seen me chop this onion, JPC gang. For the new gang member, this is how we do it. We don't want to go all the way to the top of the onion. Give it a chop, chop, chop. Then you turn it, put a slice through there. Line it up. We got diced onion. Medium-sized sweet Vidalia onion. Green bell pepper, man, because it's traditional. Green bell pepper gonna put these savory notes all the way to the max. Knock out the sides without getting too much of the membrane. Membrane is kind of bitter. That's not what you want in your dish. Knock out the sides, strip them out like this here. Give them a turn. Wash the fingers. Diced bell pepper. With this dish, if you got all day, of course you can put more time into it, put more love into it. It's gonna produce a better dish. Take us off for free of these stalks of celery. Half of them. You want everybody to be about around the same size. Get something like this in there. It's not diced, big chunk of celery. You're showing something, gang. Pull your skirt down. You're showing your base ability level. We're not basic over here. After you half in the celery stock, cut them about a ½ inch thick. How we looking, gang? Onion, bell pepper, and your celery. Put it in the bowl. The Holy Trinity. Set it off to the side. Building flavors, the meats. This dish is like the queen of comfort food. Y'all let me know what you think. What is your favorite dish from Louisiana, from New Orleans? Mine happen to be this gumbo. This gumbo is somewhat kind of sort of traditional, soup all the way up. Chicken wings, the party-sized chicken wings. Use whatever chicken you want to use, but I find these party-sized chicken wings work perfecto. Take the chicken wings, we're not gonna do too much to it, we just gonna make it magical. Going in with a tablespoon of the magic dust. BIGSMOKEYS for your magic dust. Get you about a tablespoon of the magic dust down on the wings. Toss. When it come to building these flavors, of course you need the magic dust. Must have. These people not sponsoring me. Andouille sausage right here, baby. These are some good pork sausage, good fat content in it. Flavor is all the way up. You know we like the flavorification. Cut them on the bars or you can cut them in rounds, whatever you like. Make it work for you. Andouille sausage. It's a must when it come to building these flavors in this gumbo. I highly doubt if you can go to Louisiana, New Orleans, and can't find a good gumbo. Louisiana is like the mecca of flavor. You can't say Louisiana without saying flavorification. Cut them about a ½ inch. When it comes to this andouille sausage, that's what I like about it. It's like a coarse sausage. You can see the meat. You can see the fat running through there. You see the peppers, the onions, the seasoning. It's finna be muy delicioso. Look, baby, let's saute our meat. We building flavor. I can just throw the chicken in the pot and let it boil down and cook down with everything else, but that's not what we about. We got to build these flavors. We gotta get some of that fun. OGs of the game know what that fun is. If you're new to the game, fun equal flavor. Gang, we like to use the cast iron. If you ain't got the cast iron, don't be ashamed. Use what you got. Cast iron is gonna give you another depth of flavor that other stuff, you just can't get. No, we not basic. Olive oil infused with the cayenne pepper. Baseability level all the way down. No baseability when you're using this stuff here. More the spicification. Make sure everything is coated on the bottom of that cast iron. No sticking. Chicken wings down. We're not looking for these to cook 100% of the way through. We want to build that crispification on the outside. Build these flavors in this pot. Medium to high heat. We're gonna go about 4 or 5 minutes on each side. Slight crispification, just like that, baby. Trinity. Just looking for some color and to build that fun on the bottom of this pan. Just like that, the wings got some color on it, they got another depth of flavor. That's all we looking for, baby, with the magic dust. You know where you can get that stuff, BIGSMOKEYSBBQ.com for your magic dust and other stuff. And that same skillet going in with our andouille sausage. Start to melt some of that fat and release some of them oils into this pot, 4 or 5 minutes. I'm using an andouille sauce because this is what I like. It's traditional. When you building your gumbo, keyword your gumbo, you build it how you like. If you want chicken sausage, beef, or whatever you want to use, be my guest. When it comes to building these flavors and gumbo, customize it to your taste buds. I'm going a little bit more the traditional route. Chicken, sausage, seafood. That's about it on the sausage. It render down these sauces that render a lot of the juices and the fat from them. Throw these right in here with the chicken. All the crispy bits at the bottom, that's the fond. The fond equal flavor. Do not get rid of this. Pour all this goodness right over the meats. Come back with a little agua, regular H2O. Picking up all that on the bottom of the pot. Instant flavorification broth. Dripping. Throw the drippings in there. Yes, Lord. Take this up. 10, 11, 12 million notches. This is it, baby. Let's go. Let's build a roux. Still rocking with the cast iron. What you cooking it in, I know it, you say, that don't make no difference.
It does.
Even when I'm being served the gumbo, it just make it taste different if I see it coming out of one of them 100,000, 50-year million old pots.
It does.
That grandmama, great-grandmama them gave to you.
It does.
Them pots right there. Flavors, levels. Gang, it's time to build.
Build what?
We building a roux. One of the most important parts of this recipe, of this dish, called down to Louisiana asked. Chef Ray Calvin told me, call y'all to ask y'all what's the most important part of a gumbo. They gonna tell you it's the roux. I'm telling you, it's the roux. I don't wanna argue.
It's the roux.
You can use it for cheese sauce, gravy, just to thicken up a dish. Many different things in many different ways. A half a cup of oil. This is canola oil, but you use whatever oil you want. No baseability fat. Cayenne pepper olive oil. The cayenne pepper infused olive oil, another depth of flavor.
Louisiana, you welcome.
AP flour, all-purpose flour. This is about a 1-to-1 ratio what we're looking for. That's a half a cup to a half a cup. You know this recipe step by step, pound for pound, tablespoon for tablespoon. It'll be down in the description. Flathead with a spatula, and you don't want to stop stirring. The stages, like right now, you can call this a blend. We're not looking for the blending, we're looking for the chocolate. Key thing to this, keep stirring, because you don't want it to stick at the bottom. You want it to cook that flour out, start changing colors, and becoming level elite. When it comes to this gumbo, chocolate's what you need. Keep this going on this medium to medium low heat until it changes the color that I want it to change. To get this roux where we going, typically take about maybe 15, maybe 20 minutes. You stop stirring, you're gonna burn. Watch it change and do what it do. This is the foundation. You know if your foundation ain't right, you're gonna fall over. Watch this.
In Louisiana, gumbo is known as the official state cuisine. It includes ingredients by several cultural groups. Records indicate that by 1764, African slaves in New Orleans mixed cooked okra with rice to make a meal. Gumbo is also a derivation of traditional fish soups called bouillabaisse. The name derives from a West African word for okra. The use of filet was a contribution of the Choctaws. Gumbo is a living example of the myriad of cultural influences within Louisiana, a dish that makes this iconic Louisiana delicacy.
We're approaching something like a sexy cornmeal. There's nothing wrong with a cornmeal. We want the chocolate, baby, so keep going. Big shout out to Texas. Y'all know I'm from Texas. Feel like Alaska right now. I feel like Texas wasn't ready for all that snow and all that ice. Catastrophic. It's bad. When it comes to the government, speaking of Texas, y'all gotta do a better job. Y'all keep Texas in your prize game. This is for Texas. Gumbo always warm up the soul, but it go through the heart. When I'm cooking something like a gumbo, man, it's very zen. I'm relaxed. I didn't create this recipe. Pretty sure my cousins didn't create this recipe. The ancestors was a great part of something like this. Centuries on centuries on centuries of people. Big shout out to Louisiana for this. Big shout out to New Orleans. Check this roux out. We got the chocolate everywhere. The roux is hot, it's got the oil hot. This is where you introduce the Holy Trinity to the roux. At this point, we're just gonna saute the veggies in the roux till it begin to come a little translucent, soft. Look how deep and rich and chocolatey that roux have became, man. That's the ultimate thing, the keys, them keys. Add me a tablespoon of gumbo filet. Adding that gumbo filet in, that's a key. I add my liquids. They help disperse throughout the dish a little bit better, or a lot bit better. We're ready to add our stock. We're gonna go in with some seafood stock. Time to build. We're going into another layer of the dish, another layer of the flavors, the magic dust. BIGSMOKEYSBBQ.com for your magic dust. Tablespoon of magic dust. Use your favorite Creole season, Cajun season. I'm going in with my favorite Cajun season. Tablespoon of that. Teaspoon of the onion powder. Teaspoon of the garlic powder going in. Gang original seasoning right here. This is the desegregation rub. You can get this on the site also. BIGSMOKEYSBBQ.com. Not just your regular salt and pepper, but this is kicked all the way up. Teaspoon of the desegregation rub. Teaspoon of the cayenne pepper. About a tablespoon of the thyme. 4 or 5 bay leaves in there. Give it a mix. Because we built that roux so perfectly, this is once we cut it down to a simmer, this is gonna continue to cook down and thicken up. and become that gumbo consistency that we all know and love. It's time. Flavors, the fun, the andouille sausage. This is the key. This is that broth that we build from our meat. Get all that down in there, the chicken, the sausage. Don't put the seafood in, man. You want this to cook down and let everything marry and come together. Give yourself about an hour and a half, maybe 2. Let it marinate. You want to let it break down. Put a lid on this, medium heat. Let it cook all the way down for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Coming back, stirring it occasionally. Don't let it stick, don't let it burn. Let's go, baby. It's gumbo time. We're about to open up over a century of love and studying this recipe. Took over 100 years to get this right, but it's been right for a long time. Yes, Lord. Oh my God. Time for the next layer. Seafood. Right at the end is where we throw our seafood in. Jumbo shrimp here, peeled and deveined and took the tails off. 3 to 5 minutes for these shrimps to get exactly where you need them to be. I'm gonna wait on the shrimp because I want to extract some of the salt water and the natural sea flavors out of these crab legs. Pound of snow crab because it's not a big batch. Break them up and throw them in the pot. Claw going in. Give it a toss with the crab. That's gonna intensify that seafood flavor. Pound of these shrimpies in. At this point, all we doing is waiting on our shrimp to turn pink. Our gumbo have reduced down. Yes, Lord, it's thick. Kick it up another notch. Going in with some scallions. Another key ingredient. I actually love this ingredient. For some reason, I don't like it in my gumbo. If you know what I'm talking about, go ahead and type it in the comments right now. I'll wait. That's right, you guessed it, the okra. It ain't missing, I got it. But I'm not gonna throw it in my gumbo because I don't like it in the gumbo. If you like it in the gumbo, go ahead and throw it in the gumbo. I don't like it. Yes, Lord, the shrimp, andouille sausage. Chicken just falling off the bone. Yes, Lord, cut it off. Don't get no better than that, baby. The gumbo, small batch for the game. Yes, Lord, look at Lou. It's time to plate it up. Everybody freezing, I'm finna warm you up. Plain white rice, got us a scoop going down. Everybody cold, hot gumbo. Make sure you get you some of everything in that ladler. Oh God, don't forget the chicken and the shrimp. Yes, Lord, got to be big old wimpy gumbos around here. The gumbo that's gonna warm you right up. Let's taste this, man, it's too cold out there. Chicken just falling off the bone, yes, Lord. Get up on there and get some of that rice with the gravy. Sausage right up top. Need a shrimpy in this bite too, come on. Do the second line one more time. Come here. The way we built those flavors, wow. You got layer for layer for layer, layer, layer. Centuries worth of layers. The soup of the South. Big shout out to Knowledge, man. Big shout out to Tejas. Go down there in the description. Make sure you get this recipe so you can try it out in this cold weather. You hear me? Make sure you wrap it up and staying warm and taking care of somebody that's taking care of you. Hope everybody's blessed. Hope everybody's safe. I thank you for tuning in. I thank you for watching right now. I want you to go smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell. Cause we always jamming and cooking, baby. Especially when we in New Orleans. Till next time. Peace and love, baby. Y'all know what's happening. Come here. Yeah, I'm about to handle this. See y'all next time. Bye.